Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver your latest timeless collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find these facts on my website, located in the title of this live. Raw, real, uncut, unedited, unfiltered, deprogrammed, sugar-free broadcast. Because the only thing I'm sugarcoating around here is these nails. So let's get into the download message today. I've pulled your 2 alpha and omega messages. So we pull them first. We'll read them last. I'll put a pretty bow on the message. What's the download got to say today? Thank you. From the download oracle, my own custom creation. What do we have? It says, changing who you are is not giving yourself to anyone. Any unnatural change is a manufactured version of your true self. So you should be able to allow your true nature to dance, to thrive, to feel alive. If you're enjoying an intimate connection to somebody, if you got to change who you are authentically to be accepted, yeah, that's not real. Likewise, somebody else should be able to enjoy who they naturally are, to be in an authentic, loving connection. But again, anywhere where you need to change who you are to try to be with somebody, to try to entertain a connection, it's an unnatural, manufactured version of your true self. It's not authentic. So we definitely want to allow ourselves to live authentically. So we're going to get into this tarot reading today using the Parrot Tarot deck. And I saw my 5-card spread showing 2 sides of the situation. So let's see what we have for the download message today. What does the download have to say? So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. We do what we do because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. We know that it's a collective, even though there are many sub-collectives. It is one collective of humanity. And we love the energy of empowerment of our own authenticity. We know that that's where true power is found, in authenticity. If one is deceptive about who they are, for example, manufacturing a version of themselves to please another, that lack of authenticity in itself is disempowering. Authenticity is the most empowered state of being. So let's see what we have coming out in this download today. And it's easy. This world actually teaches us how to betray our authentic self. By, from our childhood, we learn to please our parents, please our teachers, please this one, please that one. Okay. So let's see what's coming out of the message. It's like from a young age, we get trained to do what makes everyone else happy, not what you really want to do what they want you to do, not what you really want to do. So let's see, what is the message for the download today, please and thank you. What's the message for the download today? I'm just going to let all these cards fall out as they do. And it's interesting because I'm getting as they lay, so they speak. Okay. So what I can see already, just from the way these cards are laid, somebody here is about to let go of a situation. The world is at the bottom of the deck. There's been a successful completion to something. Okay. A leveling up. I heard an embracing of the true self. This embracing of the true self is going to cause somebody to eventually let go of something. Yeah. To realize like that's not working out. Can't do it. This is going to cause disappointment on the other side of the table. Somebody is disappointed by a decision to let go. The state of the connection is the Six of Cups. This is a returning to the past. Somebody will be disappointed. Somebody's returned to their past, but they're realizing that's not necessarily working out. That's going to cause some disappointment over here. This King of Wands energy is here. So what you need to know is, are you being driven by your passions as you return to the past on a situation that you feel like it's not really working out? Also, is it a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius in your experience? Is this about you taking action based, again, solely on fire energy, solely on your passions? King of Wands, that's my friend calls it King Dangling. So he's like, he is the one who is, I'm here. Sticky move. Okay. This is about taking, for you, this is about taking actions that lead to success for you, successfully oriented actions, actions that are going to take you down the path that you want to go. The Magician is in reverse. And they're saying right now it's important for you to muster all your strength, all your magic, and work the magic for yourself. That's why it's in reverse. It's saying it's for the self, not for the other. That's what I'm hearing about that reversal. Yeah, these two that are facing the right, it's like this is something that's about to happen. Yeah, it's not completely done yet, is what I'm getting. So this Six of Cups in the middle, is it about, for someone, this is about returning to a connection with somebody you were already in a connection with. For somebody else, this is about dealing with some of the pains or even angers with this King of Wands. He could be the angry one regarding things from your past or from childhood. Sadness here. No more manipulations. I heard no more manipulations. And I heard breaking a spell as well. Breaking a spell. Somebody could feel like the past has been casting a spell on them. The past casting a spell. Is the past casting a spell of passion? I'm hearing glamorizing the past. Glamorizing the past. So is this like, you know, you have these ideas of what it was, but you forgot all the ugly parts. You just remember the parts that you like. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that unless it's taking you to this path where you are not living in your true self. You're changing from your authentic energy, you know, to manufacture this fake version of your true self. It is necessary for us to maintain our true self in this. Okay. Let's get the Mahabharata Oracle popping. We're going to revisit this spread with a few different decks today. So let's see. What is the download message today? What can you add to this reading that we have in play? This is somebody's life. This is somebody's experience. Somebody here, you're going to be like, dang, that's my whole life story. Somebody else, you're going to watch this video and you're going to say, this is some really good points. I'm going to remember that. Or that applies to something I already went through. Or this is what my sister is going through, or my friend, or my brother, or my cousin. This is somebody you could be saying, you know what, this career path. Yeah, for somebody, this is your career path. You're saying, you know what, I'm not getting the satisfaction I used to out of this specific career path anymore. It's time for me to do something that's more fulfilling for myself. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What do we have to add to this spread, please? And thank you. Show me the Seven of Discs to the right. Why is the Seven of Discs here facing to the right? The ego. The ego. And it flipped itself in reverse. So somebody here gave up a situation. Somebody here is giving up on a situation, releasing, surrendering. Thank you. Surrendering is a more perfect word I heard for to this situation. And what the circumstances, because their ego is not engaged in. It's like, it is what it is. You know, the ego will make people do things so that they can feel a certain way about themselves. But when you've surrendered the ego, it's about just doing what you know. I heard what you know is the right thing for yourself, regardless of what the outside perspective is of your choice. Okay, let me see this 5 of Cups to the right. Preconditions. Preconditions. Okay. It's 5 of Cups to the right with preconditions. So somebody here realizing this isn't going to work, stepping out of their ego, letting it go. Somebody here like, well, this is what I need, okay? But what they need, there's disappointment there. So it's like, even though they stated what they need. So is it that this whole spread is more about you and a choice you're making, right? Because you're realizing like you got to let go of your ego. The ego has taken you to make a decision that it goes against your preconditions is something I'm seeing here with this 5 of Cups, lining up with the preconditions card. Let's look at what's the 6 of Cups here. And dedication. It's like when you've been so dedicated to a specific past pattern, past experience, it becomes routine. It becomes habit. So what I'm saying is like doing things according to the way it's always been done. Okay, the way it's always been done. But is this like, notice this in this dedication card, this person has their eyes covered. So is there been a lot of doing things according to the way it's always been done without seeing the full picture, covered with your eyes covered? And in my vision, that looks like it's red over the eyes. So it's like through rose-colored glasses. Again, looking at the past through rose-colored glasses. Is that what, is somebody here forgotten what their preconditions were and allowed a situation where they're looking at the past through rose-colored glasses, okay? And their ego, the death of the ego, the surrender of the ego on the other side of the table. Okay. Let me look at this King of Wands. Show me what's up with this King of Wands. King of Wands is nectar. Yeah, the passion, the sweet spot, the magical elixir, the passion that does not die, the passion that does not die. Okay, somebody, the training for success in this path of passion that does not die, there's got to be this ego death. Okay. And I hear that somebody is looking at a situation based on all the physical appearance, the physical appearance and the material perspective. Okay. What's with this Magician in reverse? Show me this Magician in reverse. It's interesting because look at this. These two guys show up and they look like they're going head to head. Virtual and impartial. I'm going to put these both back. But there's something about that. It's like, are you going to maintain the path of virtue, or are you going to, again, too many cards, or are you going to just be impartial to that which you wanted to maintain the path of virtue to? Then we have the beauty in the universe here. They both came out upside down, but again, too many cards. I'm looking for one card, please, for the Magician. The beauty of the universe is inside of you, I heard. Okay, let me see. This guidance position was the Magician in reverse. Okay, there we got one card showing, and it's the adventure card. An adventure is a new experience. So somebody here, there's been a dedication to doing things the old way. This goes back, returning to the past, thinking about the past through rose-colored glasses. I mean, I'm getting the vibe like somebody here, what you wanted it, and it was very, very ambition. Look at the bottom of it. You wanted it. I'm going to go get that. There was an ambition here. But was it based off of passion, right? And when you were doing that, the other side of the table, we have preconditions with the Five of Cups, disappointment. So it's like preconditions is you got to make emotional change. You can't be based off of the same emotional reactions. You're going to have to change your emotional reactions in this. All right. Let's take the Foxfire Oracle out next. We'll go over this spread again. Develop this experience. Show me what this experience is. Okay. Let's see what we have. Let's get some shuffles on the deck. Shout out to the Wisdom app listeners. Shout out to the viewers here on YouTube. All right, let's see. What do we have for the download message today, please and thank you? Why is the Seven of Discs here? What's happening? The awakening. As there's this awakening, we let go of, there's this ego death that's happening, okay? And, there's this letting go of that, surrendering the ego. Let me see with this Five of Cups over here. Somebody is having an epiphany and realization about something that was very ego related for themselves. Let me see, what's this Five of Cups? Five of Cups is follow the signs, and it's in reverse. It flipped out in reverse. Yeah, so on the other side of the table, somebody's not following the signs. They're not reading the signs. There are preconditions, and it's interesting because as you surrender your ego over here, it's like you have preconditions about what you're accepting. Are you not following the signs about what you're accepting? Okay. Let's see what's up with the Six of Cups as the connection. And it says the Garden of the Nights. The Garden of the Night. This is a time of quiet reflection. So is this where somebody here, you thinking about a situation that's disappointed you? You didn't follow the signs, but you're having an awakening. And when you get ready, when you get by yourself, or when you get ready to lay your head down, you think a lot about what it was. And are you now realizing where you had rose-colored glasses about a certain situation and you weren't noticing the preconditions that were being violated at the time? That's one thing that I see here. Show me more about this King of Wands in the what you need to know most, okay? We'll take the one off the top. And it says Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer. Yeah, your passions are being triggered because, what you need to know. I heard what you need to know. A lot of times when you got a strong passion for something, this is going to take you right into your shadow. Yeah, because that passion is this idea that you need something other than what you have. And then I'm hearing need is an illusion. The idea that you have needs is an illusion, and somebody's like, that you're crazy. I got you. I understand. But here's the thing. When you're in need, you're in lack. If you the having doesn't come with the needing. Yes, you go and you do things to receive, to obtain, to acquire. But in this situation, it's like there's this need for passion. Somebody here is coming into the experience. This is why there's this sad change of emotions, because somebody here is following a fiery experience, that very passion driven, right? And I feel very physical. This is like a strong urge, strong sexual desire, something like that. But it's like bringing in, this King of Wands brings in more shadow energy. So somebody here, are you pursuing a passionate situation that brings up the shadow? That's what I see. Brings up the shadow, whether that's with the person, in your interactions with this person, brings in your shadow energies, okay? Makes you more aware of them. Or whether that is an experience you're having, and as you go through this experience, because of what your hopes and desires are in there, all your fears and your worries, all your shadow aspects are triggered in that. Let me see. They're saying, use your power for your own benefit in this, for your new adventure. Show me that Magician in reverse, okay? It says threshold. Yeah, threshold. So listen, It's like the way I'm seeing this guidance position, it's presenting as you gotta right now. It's like giving a okay. So how many of you raise your hands if you saw the Fast and Furious movie series, right? So in the first one, they had that stuff called NOS that they put in their engine, right? And it would take their super fast race cars and make it even faster. That's what this magician in reverse is looking like. It's like right now you need an injection of more power. When you sit in here and you're looking at the past in rose-colored glasses, it is triggering you to become more aware of urges that you followed and how they took you into this shadow dance. You're on the threshold of having a new adventure that's going to be very fulfilling for you, but there's this injection of a hypercharged, supercharged energy that it's like it's asking you to apply that here. So this is telling me I'm hearing it's telling me two things, but the one thing that I'm hearing it's telling me right now is where you would normally go and do things to, like, for example, maybe your kid wants you to babysit, but you wanted to go out. Then now's the time to go out and not to babysit. In other words, do what you need to do for yourself. Maybe your friends wanted you to come out, but you really wanted some time alone. Then now's the time for you to be alone. Don't go out if you don't feel like going out. And if you felt like going out, that's what you need to do. In other words, there's this opportunity right here to fall into the same pattern of doing something to please someone else, or to please, is it not even pleasing someone else, but it's about pleasing a certain aspect of yourself that's ego related. Okay. Right now is the time not to follow that path. Okay. I heard, and when you're doing stuff to please someone else, it's always ego related. They're saying, because you're doing it based off of what their perception of you is going to be. When you're doing stuff that other folks want you to do that you don't really want to do, you're doing it based off of their perspectives of you and how you want them to feel about you. That's all ego related. Whether you recognize it or not, it's all ego related energies. So right now there's this, it's like, give yourself that push of extra energy. Sunlight after darkness, because this is where you're headed. You're headed to sunlight after darkness. Okay, so there, with the darkness, there's certain things you can't see. With the darkness, there's certain things that you don't have awareness of because of the fact that it is not the proper light to see. Well, the proper light is coming up, and there's something related in this proper light coming up so you can clearly see to this injection of energy for your benefit right here. This is like you got an extra, I don't know, bunch of money, and somebody else wants you to do this with it, but what you really want to do is that. Well, it's right now, this is the time for you to really make sure you honor what you really want to do in this, because a lot of people could be having a lot of ideas because you're on this energy right now of great awakening, and it's requiring that you realize what you need to invest your energy in and what is not beneficial, because the energy you're investing, this injection of energy, is supercharged energy. You could invest it in something that you know has not worked before from the past, where you have rose-colored glasses, or you could wake up and realize, like, I've been investing energy in this. I only wanted it because it looked so good. I only wanted it because of what they would think. I only wanted it because of something that was ego-based. It's time to let go of the ego. All right, let's get the Shaman Stream Oracle out and out to this. Let's add to this message some more. Oh, boy. So has your intuition already told you? I mean, we're just a few minutes into the reading now. Oh, no, not a few. We're already hitting 25 minutes into this reading. What is this talking about for you? What area of your life is this discussing? Do you know well, if you don't know, I don't know. Who is in this experience? Is this you and another? Is this you and you? Is this two other people that you know? Let's see, what do we have to add to this from the shaman's dream? Oracle, please, and thank you. All right. With the 7 of this, what's really going on? What's really going on is closing the door, completion. Yeah, Spirit here is saying, listen, it's time for you to close the door. Stop making that ego-based choice. Stop making that choice that is only to satisfy the body, to only satisfy the physical, to only satisfy the temporary desire, right? Okay, because there's a true passion that's available here for you. You have a true passion, a true calling. And I heard a true connection. But there's this closing the door, completion. It's time. Let go of something. Don't do it because of your ego. This is where you're holding on to something that you know not healthy for you, but it makes you look good, or it feels good, or you know what I'm saying, but you know it's not the best idea for you. This is not something you want to invest in. What you want to invest in is closing the door to the old chapter. Yeah, closing that door to the old chapter. And it's a number 5, giving me Hierophant energy, which is like having learned the life lessons. Like, are you done? Are you ready for the next level of your awakening? With the World card at the bottom there, it's like your next level of awakening has to do with sunlight after darkness. Yeah, has to do with sunlight after darkness, the awareness, the application of the awareness, okay, understanding things, closing the door to some shit. Are you closing the door to an ego? I heard an egomaniac. Are you closing the door to a situation where you've been feeding your own ego by entertaining this, thinking, well, you know, it may not really satisfy me. It may not fulfill me spiritually. It may not really be what I really want, but it looks so good, or it feels so good. There's something here about closing the door to being so driven by the base chakra energy, by the physical experience. So I hear somebody here could even be going through this phase where they're like, you know what? I'm just going to not engage sexually for a while. You know, that there's somebody here who's coming to that decision. Somebody here has been working in a very ego-based industry, ego-driven industry. And that shit has gotten old. And I can see, like, even because it's an ego-based career industry, I can even see, like, the others that you deal with, clients, customers, or whatever. It's like the whole energy of it is just a true buzzkill for your spirit right now. I see that for someone. Let's look at this 5 of Cups a little bit closer now. Show me this 5 of Cups. What's really going on over here? What's really going on with this other side of the table with the preconditions? Follow the signs that came out in reverse. And what stand out to me about this follow the signs, the number of this card is 44. That's the rare healer energy. But again, it's in reverse. It's in reverse. So let me see. Why is this 5 of Cups here? Facing to the right. Clarify this energy. What's really going on here? Okay, and look, I'm not holding this deck in reverse. Okay, but that card came out in reverse, and it says Root Girl, the disowned self, and it's in reverse. So somebody here with the disowned self coming out in reverse. This is looking a lot like this. It's like this person, there's somebody here who's rejecting their true self in order to create a manufactured version to please another, because they're not following the signs, because they haven't chosen the path of the rare healing that's available to them. So they're headed, I'm hearing, they're headed down the road of disappointment, and you're headed down the road of letting this go. And I heard, because fake can't stick to real for long. Just like these acrylic nails, if you don't maintain them, they will fall off. Just like them fake lashes, honey, you're going to have to glue them on every day. Or maybe you get the expensive ones and they last for a week or two, you know. But either way, fake falls off of real. So the fake is going to fall off of the real. but somebody hasn't followed the signs. We have somebody here who's in a situation where preconditions have been expressed, but they're headed for some disappointment because they have not followed the signs. There's something here about the signs. And why did I just get a glimpse of somebody who has been involved with a person who has said, oh, I promise I'll do this, or I promise I won't do that. But yet and still, they're about to walk up and see exactly what was promised to not do is exactly what they're going to find. So, yeah, that's what somebody here, they have not followed the signs about a situation that they're entertaining. They're headed down a path of disappointment for not following the signs. Does it meet your preconditions? There are certain things you will and won't get involved in. And so is it that you are involving yourself with somebody who doesn't know their self authentically, or who's not living authentically? And therefore, you're trying to figure out how to make it work, but your experience is pushing you to close the door on that? Or is it that you are closing a door to an experience while this person you're watching while they're not following the signs, right? In regards to another situation, that's going to lead them to disappointment. You're like, I don't want to see that for you, so I'm just going to pull out of this situation right now. I see that as well here. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at the Six of Cups. What's really going on with this Six of Cups? We have the first breath, beginner's mind. And again, it's in reverse. It's card number 21, which is the World card energy. Okay, and then for honorable mention, I'm going to put this back in the deck, but this card flipped over in the deck. So there's a progression here. In other words, what I'm seeing is if they don't take the first breath, if somebody here does not take the first breath to breathe new life into their new experience, they're going back to the past. They keep going back to the past. This can't come out, which is the Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. They won't be able to transmute that pain into their power. They won't be able to have that fresh beginning until they stop returning to the past. Somebody here, is this you? Or do you keep returning to the past? Meditating on the past, thinking about the past, glamorizing the past, looking at the past with rose-colored glasses to get you caught up. Is this somebody? I just got your energy. If this is you, there's somebody who you are, you see this person, and it's hard for you to let them go because you remember how it started. And when you remember how it started, it makes you have a lot more sympathy. You want to understand, you want to give it a chance and all that stuff. But this person was never, what's happened is their manufactured version has fallen off. Because another thing I learned, and I learned this from living the experience, living in a way where when I was married, I used to always do everything to please my partner, Even if it wasn't what I really wanted to do, it made my partner happy. So please my partner. But then life got real. When my mother died, I had to take back those parts of myself that I had disowned in a manufactured version of my true self to try to please somebody else. And it wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to get back to who I am. No, I didn't think that. It naturally came out. So another thing about presenting this fake representative of who you are, or this person doing this, is that when life gets real and the pressure gets on, a person will naturally revert back to their true nature. So I'm picking up on the energy here. Somebody who's putting on a fake front to try to please somebody. Ego-based? Yeah, it is. But when life gets real, that fake is going to fall right off. Yeah. And then it's a path of disappointment that lies there. Okay. Yeah, there's a need that hasn't been taken. It's like looking to the past right here is not allowing the beginner's mind to come in. The first breath doesn't come in until somebody here looks at, why are they so dedicated to this past situation? Why are you so dedicated to maintaining the way it has always been done? I'm even hearing the word the tradition, doing things the same way. It's like it's a tradition. Well, every time I break up with somebody, I always go back to my past at least 2 or 3 or 4 times. How has that worked out for you if that's you? Or, this is who I've always been with, so I'm just going to stay here, even though I'm rejecting all the signs that I'm getting in my world. I said what I wanted, but everything that this person is showing me is not what I deserve. I know what I deserve. And so there's this pressure to close the door to it. But because of the past, and it's like, I'm picking up on what you dedicated yourself to was showing up, and you were looking at it with rose-colored glasses the whole time. Anyway, so let me see what's up with this King of Wands. Show me more about this King of Wands energy, what you really need to know. What's really going on over here? The Nectar and the Shadow Dancer. We'll take the one off the top. The Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. Yeah. So here's the thing. If you're in this path of looking back at your past in order to see where you violated your preconditions, I heard this is going to serve you real well. Yeah, somebody who, you're watching this reading and you're saying, well, I have been looking at the past, but I haven't been going back to the past. Good on you, I hear, because as you're looking back to the past, what I see you doing is you're looking at where you took steps and what are the patterns that you built that kept causing you to enter the same cycle that you kept wanting to release yourself from. Shout out to Interstellar Frequency, first commenter for the live session. All right. So there's something here about preparations coming to fruition. What you need to know is when, and on my table, this King of Wands is going away from the Shadow Dancer and going into the Nectar, okay, which is the sweet spot, which is the deliciousness, right? But if you look, this King of Wands is looking back to the past, right? Looking back to the Shadow Dancer. So there's this but it's like looking back helps you propel yourself forward, I'm hearing. So where is this emotion attached to, I heard? So there's that energy here of there's some emotion attached to the past. It triggers the shadow. As you look back to it, this is a catalyst, a springboard. I heard a springboard to help you jump off into it propel you, catapult you into this spot of nectar, okay? For somebody, they're going to make a return to the past. Again, this could be physically or emotionally. But that return to the past is going to catapult them forward. So, yeah. In training, they say, look left to go right. So there's something here about looking at what left in order to go right. When you're looking at this past situation, I'm seeing that you're looking at it in quiet contemplation. Yeah. And you're looking at, where was I looking at things with rose-colored glasses and not open to see what else was being taught to me? Glamorizing it. Yeah, glamorizing it, making it seem better than what it was. Okay. Let me see what's up with this magician up here. In reverse. We said that was about using your power for your personal benefit at this time. That it was like an injection of nos into your system. The wall. That's why you need the injection of nos, because there's a wall here. In order to jump the wall, baby, you're going to have to get supercharged. This is like when Super Mario gets a little flashing star and now he can run through everything and all the little bad guys that's in front of him, they just flop right off. You become invincible. So there's this, use your power for your personal empowerment right now to help you, because there's a wall, there's obstacles here. You're going to have to blast through the obstacles. You're going to have to, because they're showing me Super Mario. Is Super Mario had his little flashing lights on and had this little wall in front of him. He could run right through the wall. They're showing me the Juggernaut on the Marvel series, the Juggernaut, and how he could run and smash through the walls. Yeah, there's obstacles here that need to be broke through for your new adventure to take place, but you're going to have to do a lot of personal empowerment at this time. Yeah, not following for people's lack and limitations ideas. Yeah, so right now is not the time to put yourself in situations where is disappointing to you. Is, in other words, you've chosen a path in the past. You know it disappoints you. You could be reflecting back to that right now. However, if you are reflecting back to that, it's like to pull out the power, to pull out the clarity, to help catapult you further into the future. To help catapult you further closer to where you want to be. And I'm hearing energetically, you know what I'm saying? Because the future is now. The future is now. If you're making the disempowering choice for yourself right now, then you know what your future is looking like. It's looking like obstacles. It's looking like a door that needs to be closed for completion. It's looking at disowning yourself. I heard you know that. And I'm hearing, and this equally applies to those who put ones in a position in your life. You put people in a certain role in your life that you know they can't fulfill. There's culpability, there's responsibilities for that as well. So there's lessons here in this. Okay. The bottom of the deck is crown games. Right use of power. Again, look at that. I love this. The power energy is here again. Talking about how, you know, the way you use your power is very important. You can use your power to try to get somebody to be who you want, be all that you can be. No, you try to, you got to be all that you can be, but you ain't in nobody's army, and nobody is going to be in your army, honey. So there's this energy here with that idea that just came through about trying to get somebody, using your power to try to make this person be who you want them to be. Yet they're showing you the signs. They're showing you that they're a fragmented energy. In other words, you're not dealing with the whole person. You're dealing with the person who's looking for their better half. If they're looking for their better half, then they are not their own better half, and they are definitely not whole. Somebody here, you're making a choice for one who is not whole. And that is all I'm hearing, and that is also fragmenting your energy. Okay, I heard in that, and that is also fragmenting your energy. So it's like you want to make a choice towards wholeness in this. Okay. I've got the Power of Love Oracle here. Let's see what else comes out for our download today. The Power of Love Oracle. Remember that the path of wholeness is a personal choice. It's not one choice that you will ever make for the other person. Only they can make that choice for themselves, and only you can make that choice for yourself. You know, and somebody here, they will not choose it. And that can have a bearing on your experience if you allow it to, but you don't have to. You don't have to allow it to have a bearing on what choice you make for yourself. You can still make the empowering choice, even if somebody hasn't processed through their own roots, and somebody still hasn't recognized itself, and somebody still doesn't follow the signs. It doesn't mean you can't still make your own empowering choice. All right, so show me the 7 of discs, please. Show me the 7 of discs. Okay, what do we have from the Power of Love Oracle? It says cause and effect. Yeah. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Your thoughts do have cause and effect. And so what I'm getting with this is there's thoughts of knowing that you're going through this huge awakening. You know you're closing out certain cycles in your life, and you know that you got to drop the ego, or you know you've already dropped the ego. Okay, but there's this when certain things don't work out, you can still hold them under awareness of love, even if you're not going to continue to walk the path with them. Okay, and then there's also the energy of awareness that what you choose to embrace in your experience is going to have an effect on your experience. If you're choosing to embrace, this situation where preconditions have been violated, yeah, you know that's walking a path towards disappointment. Okay, there's that. Let's look at this 5 of Cups energy here too with this Power of Love Oracle. Show me more about the Five of Cups, please. Show me more about the Five of Cups, please. And thank you. Thank you. Perfect. All right. It says friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So I heard whether you have or you haven't, what you want to be embracing is love-based connections, okay? And common traits with somebody. So the precondition is there's got to be some common traits here. Do we have these common traits, these core traits, these things that are very core to my energy? Like what are your core foundational truths, your authentic truths that, for you to really continue your growth and your awakening process must be honored in any connections that you allow, right? So it's like, does this person, are they a friendly, or are they coming in friendly energy? Are they people who, these ones on the other side of the table, are they people who are willing to look at themselves? Are they people who believe in the signs that you believe in? Anywhere where there's a disalignment of belief, of awareness, of consciousness, that could be very strongly highlighted right now. And then also, likewise, anywhere where you're seeing like these are common character traits, this person and I, we are of like mind, that's being highlighted at this time as well. I see both happening simultaneously. So I seeing overall, like, you're coming into a very strong awareness of the connections that you have around you, which ones are coming in a like-minded energy, which ones are coming in, I heard, in folks that are not willing to address their self, and folks that are not willing to do the work, and folks that are not willing to look at how they are the cause and effect. Are you saying to someone, listen, you are the cause of every effect in your life? And they're like, yeah, but I just want to be your friend. Okay, listen, let me see what's going on here with the Six of Cups. This is freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So yes, as you look back to the past, this is to catapult you forward, to free yourself from the past. Looking back, saying, those sure was some rose-colored glasses I had on. I was not looking at the truth. That person had a whole bunch of disowned parts of themselves, and they were trying to project them out, or they weren't owning them, or they wouldn't look at their self like, and then I heard in this freedom, you're saying, and so where did I not look at myself? If they weren't looking at their stuff, somewhere I was aligned with somebody who refused to see their own shit. Oh, was it because I was not following my own preconditions and what I was accepting? I'm hearing, okay. Therefore, their lack of self-awareness, their lack of willingness to look at their self was being magnetized into your experience because of your own lack of awareness to look at yourself and your own choices that you were making, and where you were looking at the past with rose-colored glasses. Okay, let me go ahead and see more about this King of Wands energy and what you need to know. It's time to take, you can take that final glance back at the shadow energies from the past, right? But let it keep driving you forward. I hear, let it keep driving you forward, because your preparations are coming to fruition. And then we have acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So then here the idea of control comes out. And it's like, were you trying to control them for their empowerment, for their betterment? It's still control. Letting go of control, accepting it, accepting that this is how they are, this is how they want to be, accepting that this is how I am, this is how I want to be. I'm in a different place. Accepting where you are to get where you want to be is important, okay? But there are plans in place. As you embrace this acceptance, there's plans in place. You're going to start seeing them come to fruition. Okay, let's look more at this Magician in reverse. Show me the Magician in reverse as guidance. Unity, look at this. And before I read this, as soon as I saw the word unity, I heard, be very aware of what you're uniting with. Is this an energy that is conducive to your path forward for you to unite your energy with this individual, this person, this group, this circumstance? Okay. What do we say? You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Yes. So there's something about forming powerful unions right now. I heard empowering unions right now. Those empowering unions that you forge right now are to help you overcome obstacles and challenges so you can have this new adventure. So it's important to really look at, who are you unifying with right now? Who is on your team? Who are you allowing into your intimate space, into the intimate places in your mind, in your energy, in your physical experience? Who are you working with? And are they headed in the same direction as you? Are they oriented in the same principles that you stand on? That you stand on. Okay. I'm hearing learning from the past and making more empowering choices to move forward. What's at the bottom of the deck? Virtue. That's the second time the word virtue was here. Where was the first time the word virtue was here? I saw the word virtue already. Where was that? Interesting. I know I saw it, but I'm not. Interesting. That may have been one of the cards that we put back in the deck. Okay, what's it? This says, with virtue at the bottom, it says, you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. Okay. So, this is crown games, the right use of power. You come into these connections with different ones. You could be being very friendly with somebody who is becoming more aware of cause and effect in their life, okay? Aware that you have loving spiritual attributes to apply in the situation to help them to grow. And this is like, okay, can I work with this energy? I'm hearing acceptance of the fact that sometimes you're just the planter of the seed is important in this. I'm also hearing understanding that just because you have common traits in it, in this experience with another, it could be that, they're showing me fertilizer. They're showing me fertilizer. It could, for some of you, this is that you're in this experience to fertilize somebody. The seed was already planted. There was already a certain level of growth, but they needed that fertilizer. The fertilizer is looking like this NOS injection, something to supercharge the growth. So, yeah, okay. And fertilizer isn't put on all year round, okay? It is put on usually once in the spring when they put fertilizer on. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but that's what they showed me. Once you put it on once in the spring, that's it. You get that supercharger. So there's something here about how are you going to use your supercharged energy? You're in a supercharged energy right now. What are you going to make grow? Are you going to make grow things that are friendly for you? Or are you going to grow something that you've been looking at from the past with rose-colored glasses? It's not allowing that beginner's mind, that new mind, to break free. In this connection, if you're looking back to the past, the point of looking back to the past is to find your beginner's mind in it and to release yourself from self-imposed restrictions. So I see somebody here, you've been holding yourself back because you're holding on to this person, this situation, or this place that doesn't meet your preconditions. And so this situation is continuing to revolve in your energy so that you can become more aware of how to release yourself, okay? What needs to be released from your life in order to allow your freedom, your free growth. And then they just showed me a plant being repotted into a larger pot because That way the roots don't become entangled. And over here we have the root girl in reverse. Somebody here is not choosing to they're not allowing their plant to be repotted. Okay. And if they're not, that could take them right into this path of disappointment. Okay. Let's see what details we could get out of experience. I got my handmade oracle or handmade tarot deck out. Let's see. Show me more on the physical human interaction level, please. What are we looking at here? Show me the 7 of discs first. Okay, we got a good shuffle on it. Let's start with the 7 of discs, the failure card. You're realizing that you wanted something because it was ego-based, and maybe I need to let go of that right now is what I'm getting. Okay, so we're going to start with the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the Justice, and the Ace of Swords. Wow. Trying to hold on to this reflection, trying to hold on because I love them. I love them. Okay, but Justice is here. Hold on because I love them, but justice here. With justice is like something has been imbalanced, though. You got to create balance. And then the Ace of Swords is here, and like that's the truth. And the Ace of Swords is a sword that comes through and cuts, you know, and it cuts both ways. It cuts off. So there's this energy here of you've been trying to hold on to somebody or something because I love it, but justice is here. Something has been unfair. It's been imbalanced. It needs to be righted. Justice says the truth is you need to cut that off. You might want to, is this that you want to hold on to something and you're wanting to hold on to it for ego-based reasons? Because this is giving me the idea of like when I was with my ex and I'm like, well, you know, if I just keep loving her, she'll learn. If I just keep teaching her, she'll learn and she'll change. And my spirit was like, no, she's not going to change until she wants to. She doesn't want to change. And so at some point it became ego-based. My connection to her and my love and my want to hold on to her became very ego-based, right? Like, because I can do it. She don't listen to nobody but me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, she did. But no, it was not because that's what she wanted to do. Was it because she was forcing a change to her true self to try to please the energy of what I was asking for? And then there's this reversion right back to what was. Yeah, and it's like, accept the losses when they fall. I heard accept the losses when they fall. So there's something here about somebody falling, somebody literally falling. Did you literally fall when you were getting ready to go do something? And that was a sign like, bitch, don't walk that way. Because now I'm hearing, walk this way, talk this way. Has somebody here been telling you how to walk, how to talk? And it's like you've been holding on to them because you love them, but you know that's not really how you are, who you are. You know, you putting on this fake shit for somebody, but the truth still stands tall. You know your truth. It's like, how long are you going to continue to walk away from your truth and from who and what you are because you're trying to hold on to loving another person? Is this that your heart needs to learn how to love even though there's not presence? Is that what's going on here? Because I see that for somebody. I see your energy. And it's like you haven't learned to separate love from physical presence. You still believe that love equals physical presence. It does not. I'm going to tell you that right now. And some of those you love, especially when they can't return your energy to you, they don't reciprocate energy. It doesn't feel empowering. It feels draining. These are different ones that you love them, but you're trying to hold on to them to fulfill something inside of yourself where you've got to empower yourself with that Magician in reverse. You got to give yourself that powering injection. It reminds me of the conversation I had when I first met my brother, and it's like, how come he said, how come it's so easy to give all my love to other people? And I said, well, instead of that, how about we ask the question, how can we love ourselves in the same kind of loyalty and ferocity and freedom that we have loved others? How can we love ourselves that intensely as we have loved others, right? So that energy is here. Somebody here, you've been trying to hold on to the situation because there's some place in your heart where you're still looking for love in all the wrong places. I've looked for love. Okay? Yeah. And found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. Okay, so and found the bottom of the bottle is always dry. Looking for love outside, you'll find the bottom of the bottle is always dry. Show me this 5 of Cups over here on this side of the table. What's this 5 of Cups on this side of the table? Again, somebody, there's this path of disappointment. Now, here's the cool part about this disappointment, though. This disappointment is going to create a change of emotions. So when this one realizes what's disappointed them, I heard again, maybe they disappointed again by the same thing, then that's going to start changing the way they feel about that. It's like, damn, you did it again. Damn, they did it again. Okay, so what do we have with that 5 of Cups? We have the 5 of Cups again, clarifying the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Swords. Then we have the 10 of Wands and the Chariot, the end and overcoming obstacles and challenges. So somebody here, 5 of Cups, clarifying 5 of Cups, sadness and regret, disappointment, like that didn't work out. That not working out, this disappointment, because somebody didn't follow the signs, they didn't honor their own preconditions, is going to put a nail in the coffin on this deal that's going to get this person, whether this is something happening in your experience, you're watching this happening, or you're having this experience with one where it's like, yeah, that's disappointing. That's going to seal the deal on it. And that's going to catapult you forward to take action, to move forward in this Chariot. If this is somebody else and this person is about to have an experience that is not going to please them, they're going to be sad when they find what they find. And that's going to make them more determined to end that situation and move forward for their success, okay, with that Chariot energy. Let's look at, hold on a minute. Let me look at this a little bit more. Oh, I heard, and as you're holding on to this love situation, justice will only come when this one recognizes their truth. So you're only going to find balance in this experience. In other words, the scales will only be balanced with the other side when they recognize their truth, I heard. And right now, their life is got them in a perfect position. Like, look, this is what makes you happy. That's what makes you sad. Stop choosing what makes you sad. Okay, let me see the 6 of Cups here. It talks about pleasure, but the 6 of Cups is that blast from the past energy. It's the energy of soulmates, which soulmates doesn't mean that's going to be your forever. It could be, but most cases it's not. It's somebody that comes into your life to cause your soul to grow. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Starting here, we have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the 3 of Pentacles. Your wish fulfillment is working together in a cooperative energy with another. What else do we have? The 5 of Wands, but there's been challenges and difficulties to that. There's a fight. You want harmonistic, cooperative energies, but there's a battle, not battles, okay, in the High Priestess. So, and it's like with the High Priestess, and what do you know about that? What have you seen about that? Your intuition has shown you, like, I want a cooperative, harmonious connection that works together well, that I can build with. But there's this fight here. And this fight has to do with this past energy. Intuitively, you know this. So whether this fight is literally you're entertaining a connection with somebody who's fighting you, who's in contrast to you, who's combating you, who's against you in some sort of way, who's competing with you in some sort of way, or this fight is a battle inside yourself, and you got to battle yourself to not return to the past so that you can take that beginner's breath, so that you can feel the freedom that you've been longing for. This is like when you try to leave somebody, but you're so used to being around this person. And so when you first make that break, like, this shit could be a little bit difficult because you're like, dang, I'm so used to seeing them every day, or talking to them every day, or getting messed. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, getting a little too intimate for my conversation today. Let's stay on track. Let's go to this King of Wands energy. Let's see, why is this King of Wands here? Show me more about this King of Wands and what you need to know. This is I'm hearing you need to take the action. You need to take the action. So let's see. You need to take the action of what? The Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and one more, the Devil. Yes, you need to take the action to confront this devil in your life. Okay, the devil can talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It could talk about addiction. It could talk about obsession, about false bonds, about feeling stuck in connections that bring you down, that lowers your vibe. So this King of Cups is saying, listen, you got to take action. You got a devil in your life. You got something that feels like you're under its spell, under its control, under its influence. It has more power than you. It could be a fear. It could be a bad habit. It could be a low vibrational codependency, a toxicity, right? What action you need to take? Eight of Cups. Walk away, mind your business, emotionally detached. Knight of Swords, to confront the negativity that you've been allowing in your life and do this fast. I heard, and do this fast. And Four of Swords, so you can take a rest from this devil energy, so you can chill and heal from this devil energy. You got to take action for that, because that's why I'm saying, look back to the shadow dancer energy in the past to get forward to the nectar energy that's in front of you. So anywhere where you've been held back because of a sexual connection, because of a drug addiction, because of fears, because they have more power in my life than I do. Yeah, you're going to look back at the past. You're going to find your power, and you're going to catapult your ass forwards into the land of nectar, baby. Okay, let me see. The land of milk and honey was what I was hearing, but they said, no, say nectar. I'm like, okay. Guidance is the Magician in reverse, and they were saying, that's taking action in your own interest at this time to inject yourself with the empowerment to overcome the obstacles that you've been facing over and over again, obstacles to unity. Okay, you're at the threshold. You need to be ready for this adventure. Okay, have your tool, your bow and arrow. You have your bow and arrow ready to shoot when they come up to try to get in your way. Look. 10 of Cups in the world. Damn, that's gorgeous. This is your successful, happy completion. This is like rewards. This is like, yes, choosing your personal empowerment. Yeah. Allowing yourself to be in friendly energies, in co-creative energies with those who are aware, who are also living in their authentic, true energy. Yeah, that's empowering for you. I heard, but it all starts with you doing that first. I heard you can't align with others like that if you're not there yourself. Okay, let me see. The Two of Wands, there's a choice. And the Two of Swords, to make a decision so things move forward, for your balance. There's a disconnection. Yeah. So in this personal empowering energy, it's like the 10 of Cups, your fulfillment, your happiness comes as you make that choice to disconnect from, this is so logical, from anything that is not that. Dude, you can't keep choosing this disappointing situation and expect your happy fucking outcome. That's what I'm going to tell you. Knight of Wands, because they're not a king. They're a knight. Unreliable. Here today, gone tomorrow. I say I'm going to do it, but I don't show up. I say I'm going to be there. I left right now. I'm on my way. Bitch, don't show up till 2 hours later. What you been doing? You say you were going to be here yesterday. You ain't here till tomorrow. You say you were going to be here on time and help me out, and I ended up stuck. I didn't have your help. I was counting. This is an unreliable energy. Impulsive. And how have you been there for yourself? How have you been an impulsive, unreliable energy for yourself? It's time to address that. It's time to address, where did I fall for the BS and let myself fall as a result? So let's look from the Akashic Tarot and see what's the most valuable guidance we can give you at this time to help you move through this energy, through this situation. Let's see what comes out from the Akashic Tarot. What's the guidance? Okay, because there's a main issue at hand that if you address that, this is going to help you move forward and make the choice, the empowering choice, move forward in this empowered energy, in this passionate way where you're aligned with where you're going, okay? Instead of choosing the path of disalignment. What is the most valuable message? And it's right here, the Four of Keys. That one came out, flipped up, show me its face. We're going to take that. That was a very clear message. And it says the Four of Keys, clearing the way. There are obstacles in your path. What is that obstacle in your path? You better get it out your way. All right, let's see what the book has to say about this Four of Keys energy. I want to read it straight from the book for you. Give me just one moment while I find it. All right, and it says, a man and a woman have taken their carriage down a trail that cuts through a forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance. A large downed tree lies before them, blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you are too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way to your dreams will be open. Now, some of you are going to feel this reverse energy. In reverse, it says, the way is being cleared. An obstruction you thought would be daunting can be easily and quickly dispatched. Even some external events or other people may help ease the situation and open the way. In either event, celebrate. You will soon be free to take the steps you once thought blocked. So, I want to take cards and pull over this. Let's look at what is this obstruction. Let's do that. What is the obstruction? We'll use the Hermetic Tarot. Thank you. I'm like, what cards are we going to use? I didn't use up most of the decks on my table. Let's use these ones right here. The Hermetic Tarot. Another one of my favorite decks. I have so many favorites. Okay. All right. So what is this obstruction? And we'll use the enchanted map as well. Show me, what is this obstruction? Let's start with one card from the tarot. What is this obstruction? It's time to clear the way of obstruction. We had the obstacle and the wall come out in the guidance. Whatever this obstacle and wall is, you got to clear the way. The Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, clear the way. Yeah, because this is in the way of your Ten of Cups in the world, which is your happy ending and your fin finale, your fin feliz, your happy ending with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, the fulfillment. Yeah. Show me, what is the obstacle that must be cleared? Show me, what is the obstacle that must be cleared? What is this obstacle? This obstacle is, what the heck? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. The Hermit. What is the obstacle that you're too much by yourself? Is it a Virgo person? For somebody it is. Okay, for somebody this is about, the obstacle is that you keep thinking you need somebody else to be happy. You need to be independent, honor your boundaries, honor your truth, and step up and take action in the Emperor energy. Show me this obstacle that must be removed from the Enchanted Map Oracle, please and thank you. There's an obstacle that must be removed. What can you show me about the obstacle that must be removed? It's an independent energy. And look at the way this Queen of Swords has cut this dude's head off. Like, anybody there that's in your way, off with their heads. Yes. No, not literally. But yes, breaking control from external forces. Breaking control from being told what to do, from somebody else dictating your energy flow. It's time for you to read your power and your control in this. So let's see, what is the obstacle? What can you show me about this obstacle? The obstacle that must be removed, the clearing the path needs to be cleared. What can you show me about what needs to be cleared? This one's coming here. The Gentle Gardener. You've been too damn nice. You're being too damn nice. I heard that immediately with the Gentle Gardener. Pussyfooting around somebody's feelings. Ooh. This pussyfooting around somebody's feelings. Are you making choices in order to spare somebody from their feelings? Are you not really saying what you mean because you're worried about somebody else's feelings? Are you violating your truth in order to protect somebody else from their feelings? Let me see what's with this Gentle Gardener energy card number 2. All right. And it says, be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The Gentle Gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you're experiencing. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless opportunity and possibility, and you will see miracles unfold. The Gentle Gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. Before I read the reverse, I heard this. I heard, where have you been speaking obstacles into your experience? Well, it's going to be hard because, well, this is going to present the challenge. Well, the challenge is, and the difficulty is, and this is why it doesn't work. Stop it. I heard you stop it. Okay. In the reverse energy, it says, do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack and limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something but secretly harbor a belief that you're undeserving of it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the Gentle Gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you to be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention to what thought seeds you send out into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove a bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. There is somebody here in this energy, and you have had a very strong habit of repetitively speaking negativity. You've got beautiful things happening for you. But is it that your mind has been focused on those doors being blocked for you? Is it that you feel like you've got to always be alone, that the world doesn't show up for you, that you know nobody cares, there's nobody there? Those type of ideas, if you've been focusing your mind in that, oh, you're finding it. You're gonna have to separate from that. So what I'm seeing is, like, if you've been in this idea of mentality, like, there's so many blockages, it doesn't work out, there's obstacles, there's challenges, it doesn't work, I just only have me. You've been making sure that you only have you. Did you hear that? Do I need to say it again? There's nobody here for me. I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody. If you've been singing that kind of song, just another sad love song, then guess what? You're going to find a lot of aloneness. So I meet people all the time, and there's not a lot of people like us in the world today. When they meet me, they get all excited because I'm in my empowered energy. Oh my God, I love your vibe. You're so awesome. I've never met anybody like you. Well, I can understand that side of the experience because I remember when I was there, but I'm not like that no more. I meet awesome people like me all the time. I'm always meeting awesome people like me. There's two different mentalities there. Now, you can apply this in any kind of way you want. If you, I just saw another thing from Steve Harvey on my Instagram recently. If you talking about ain't no good men left out there, everybody's full of shit, nobody's honest, they all cheat, they all this, they all that, then guess what? You're going to meet every cheater. You're going to meet every no good for nothing. So what I'm seeing here, you've been holding on to this love idea, but you've been speaking out a lot of shit don't work out. You've been, and it's not really just your words that it is. It's the combination of your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. So you got feelings that it don't work out. You got ideas that it don't work out. Are you constantly looking back to the past at how things didn't work out? Are you in this empowered new energy where you're headed right for sweet nectar, but your mentality is still stuck on things don't work out from the past. And so you're projecting that into your now because it didn't work out before, so now it can't work out either. Or is it that you are in this new empowered energy, but you're trying to force situations from the past to work out instead of allowing life to show you what's new for you that matches your new energy? I see all of these happening for different ones of you, but how is this happening for you? What are you experiencing? How did this message benefit you today? We're almost at an hour and a half today. I'm going to go ahead and read your Alpha and Omega messages. I see we have Virginia and Liza and on the live as well. Try here in the house of love and peace and happiness. I invite everybody with the tribe, go ahead and put your personal request in. Everybody who's watching, don't get sad because you're not tribe yet. Now, if that wasn't for you, that's fine. I'm going to give you a yes or no answer as well. So go ahead and devise your yes or no question for everybody who's watching. If you're a tribe member, go ahead and put your personal request in the comments. I'm going to grab a tarot deck to answer your personal questions with. And it looks like for today, I'm working with the Light Seers Tarot for you. And so let's go ahead and get to the Alpha and Omega messages, and then I'll be pulling your personals. Okay. So here we go. Oh, Wheel of Fortune energy. It says a happy change. Your angels have heard your prayers and have banded together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events begin to move forward, and great progress will now be possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity. Be confident and trust the guidance you receive. Yes. So anywhere where you've looked back to go, where you've looked at what left to go right, to get right, you look left to get right. A happy change. Anywhere where you've been taking personal action to empower yourself, inject yourself with that NAS, with that supercharged energy so you can blast through any obstacles, honey, you got happy change coming in your life. I'm here. So sit in the thoughts and the feelings and speak the words of how, the unseen forces are always moving things to your advantage, of how things are working out in your favor. Even if you don't have physical immediate awareness of it, you always become aware of it, and it always shows up. And you could even just be as simple as singing one of these songs that you know from this channel. You could just sing along. Everything is always working out for me. 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 Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magic I am. You could sing your favorite magical tune in the back of your mind. Set that as your background music because it's going to help you to support this energy. This is you supporting the energy. This is you maintaining, sustaining that vibe of this happy change that is alive for you right now because it's in these cards. Let's see what else we have for you. Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust it, even though you do not know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes as spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much, as always, and this is what I have for you at this time. So I'm going to go into your personal questions for the tribe, and then I'll do the yes or no for everybody who's in tune with this message. Okay. All right. So let's see. What do we have for personal questions for members? It feels that business is going to shoot through the roof. Is there anything I can do to prepare for this business? Please and thank you. I love your question. It feels like business is going to shoot through the roof. Is there anything the interstellar frequency can do to prepare for this business? Please and thank you. Let's see. What is the message for interstellar frequency? What is the answer for Three of Swords? Three of Swords. I heard, except that even with this business shooting through the roof, there's going to always be, I heard, good times and bad times. Okay. And one of the things is, what is this truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free in order to be able to be ready for this business? Okay. Well, let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. The Empress. The Empress. Prepare yourself to understand that, you know, as you're busy in this way with the Empress here, the wife could feel some type of way. Also, make sure that you're paying attention to how the busyness that you be is going to affect the others around you. I'm hearing the others around your experience. There is a cause and effect for everything. This Three of Swords, I want to just pull one off the top to go with it. The Sun, yeah. So there's some sort of truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free. And look at the liberation that comes. So there's some sort of truth that hurts. But on the heels of that, you got the Sun and this Empress energy. This is about birth and knitting. I heard part of it to prepare is understand that, yes, it's going to be busy, but you got to understand that, you know, it's not always going to be easy because it's so fucking busy. So, yeah, there's that. All right. So let's see what else now we have for Eliza. What's the general guidance for today for Eliza, please and thank you? What's the general guidance today for Eliza? All right. One more shuffle. General guidance for Eliza. Okay. General guidance for Eliza. Okay, here it is. The World. And then the bottom of the deck is the Two of Wands. I heard the biggest influence you have on the world around you has a lot more to do with what you do when you're in your private space, what's going on inside. The choice is made there. This is like when you're in your house, then you come out into the world, that the energy from your house that you feel, you bring it out into the world. It has a powerful effect. Okay. You see it when you come out into the world. Okay. There's a choice here. And it's like the time has come. I'm hearing the time has come. To that decision that you made to wrap it up, seal the deal, make it real. I heard. What is that about, girl? I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know you do, though. Let's get that yes or no popping for everybody. We're going to put 3 shuffles down. This is the yes or no for everybody who's watching. Spirit has worked with you to formulate your question, whether you knew it or not. Your guides were working with Source, and I work with Source. So yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. All right. Let's see what we got. Is your answer yes or no? Now, this is for everybody, whoever watches this, whenever you find this timeless reading, okay? Yes or no? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The answer here is no. This is telling me that this is something you really stuck on. You really focused your mind on this. You could be completely obsessed about it. You wake up, think about it all day, fall asleep thinking about it at night, but you're not getting the reception from it that you want. Okay, there's a separation here. You're refusing to see the end of this situation. It's running. You're running back into the past where you need to close that thing down because Spirit says, listen, we got a new inspiration for you, but you're going to have to make the change to bring this balance, to close out this old cycle and go for your justice, because that situation is not good news. Okay, that's what I have for you. For somebody, the reading of those cards from the yes or no was your perfect experience, and Spirit was here and your energy was here. Until next time, thank you for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel if you hadn't already. Thank you for putting something in the comments because I'm finna read them all. And until then, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. And that's all, folks. And I'm out.